you can never fully, right, you can never fully trust a screw, yeah? I just want to start off by saying that. But they ain't all that, they ain't all total dogs that are out to make your life a misery. I mean, I've never understood, and I never, still now to this day, I ain't been banged up for years, but I still to this day don't understand why you'd want to be a screw. Why would you want to work in a place where nobody likes you, nobody trusts you? And you must be, you could feel that. You must feel that when you're walking past people, people are shutting up and turning their head and ultimately thinking you're a wannabe old Bill. You know what I mean? It's, again, not all of them are like that, but that's what everyone in jail is going to think of you while they're there. But again, like they ain't all dogs. Like, you know, some of them just want to go to work and not make your life a misery and get on with things. That's fair enough, but ultimately you can't never trust them while you're there, because if it kicks off and you're getting twisted up, 100%, mate, that just because the screw likes you and you like him, what he ain't gonna jump on you. Come on, you're getting twisted up no matter what. He's gonna help his mates. You ain't his mate. But again, there's screws that you get on with. There's screws that are sweet that you do get on with. You can have a laugh with. And again, if you are a screw, surely you just want to go work. Any job, actually, you just want to go work, get your job done, have an easy day to go home and get your money at the end of the week. Surely, but some of these screws are dogs, like literally dogs. You know, they're all grasses, really, aren't they? In a way, I mean, they're all going to fill out their form if they see you knock someone out or anything. You know what I mean? I keep referring to fighting, but why do some of them come to work just to make people's lives a misery? I don't get it. What sad sort of life have they got on road that they got to bring that sort of misery into a prison? And like, you're in prison and you can tell you're more happy than this person because they're hell bent on making people's life a misery. And surely they must realise that everybody knows that they're just a sad piece of shit on road anyway. People know that, and it's it's never good to see anybody come unstuck, is it? But every now and again, you know, there was this one in Pentonville where Screw, he was just flash. He tried to be people's pals, yeah. He tried to be all pally, but he was a snake. He was a pure snake. And if he didn't like you, he sort of, you know, he'd just make it hard for you. He'd unlock you last, or, you know, be on you to bang up as soon as you got your dinner. Ridiculous shit. But he would always try and be, and he was smart, he'd always laugh, you know, but he would always be the first. And when that bell got hit, he was the first in, mate. Crunch. Literally. He'd be the first there, 100 miles an hour. And that was just a show off. I mean, listen, if you're a fast runner, you're a fast runner. But he was, you know what I mean, you could tell he wanted to be there first, just to give the impression. And he wasn't like a big old screw. He was tall, but there was nothing of him. You know what I mean? He was. I mean, you see people that are sucked off in there, yeah. This geezer, he had to run about in a shower to get wet. Truthfully, yeah. So he was one of them. He was trying to prove it, but anyway, one day he's done something to this fella. I forgot what he done to him now, but he did do something to him. Something that was out of order. Like, I'm sitting here trying to think what it was. I think he just kept digging him out. I think he just kept digging him out at dinner. And it was just building up. Just kept constantly digging him out. movements have come back one day. It was like lunchtime. Back in these days, you used to get like a soup and a baguette, right, for lunch. I'm probably, this is G-Wing, yeah, Pentonville. I'm probably on the freeze, just leaning over, not that far from like the entrance, like of where people are coming in, yeah, on the twos. You're coming in on the twos, looks like the ones, but it's not, it's the twos. The screw is sort of standing near the servery, yeah. If you're going to the end of the wing on G-Wing, yeah, and you're on the twos, or if you're on either way really, because you've got the jump, you've got the netting, like, so you've got a row of cells there, netting, then a row of cells on the other side. But if you're on the twos, well, it's still the same thing, there's netting in it, because it goes down to the ones. So it gets narrow, that's what I'm saying, it's narrow. You've got your cell, you come out your cell, you've got a little walkway, a row of cells, and a banister. So the screw's standing, it's sort of like people got to go past him, squeeze past him, and he's moving and all that. See, I didn't know this was going to happen, right? But see, mate, he come onto the wing, and he was running. Jogging. He was a lump. He was a big size. He weren't ripped or nothing like that, yeah. He was mostly fat, but a lump, like big arms. And he's run basically full length of the wing, got to like the end of the wing where he's had to go past the screw. I just hit him clean in the mouth, and the screw weren't expecting it, yeah. And I was only watching him because he was running along the wing. And this screw just was not expecting it, and he's hit the deck, and you can see, I swear, I'm not making things up here, because you saw his teeth go everywhere, and instantly he's tried to get up, and he's gone down again, and his legs are stiff, and his arms are stiff. It looks like when on a wildlife program where like a wildebeest is born, like he's trying to get up, and his legs are all stiff and like they're all like slanted like that to try and stay up, and he's got up and he's just gone down again, and his legs are parted, like, and he's just dead. There's blood everywhere. He didn't come back to the wing for time after that screw. And then after that, I did see him cry. He cried. I see him break down in tears when an alarm went off. Yeah, that's what you get for being a big man all the time. There was another one in Aylesbury. This bird, like, she was barely 5 foot. She was nothing, and because of that, she had like Napoleon syndrome. Like, she had little man syndrome, and like the woman's version. She was like trying to she'd get in your face, and you know how screws take a little bit more of a piss in a YO jail as well, yeah. You know, like, because you don't know the rules, innit? You're a kid, you think you're a big man, but you don't know the rules, so they know they can just take that little bit more of a piss because you're not, because you don't know what your rights are. Rights go a long way. So they'll get in your chair, they'll get in your face, you know, with your chest, and they'll push you about. And she was one of them ones. And people used to take it because she was tiny. She was tiny. Anyway, a fight's gone off around the pool table one day. She's in there, obviously trying to break it up, pulling people by the hair. It's gone off. Like, someone that weren't even involved in the fight picks up a pool ball and just sees chance. Like, I don't condone hitting women. I don't condone hitting women with tools either. But he was as close to her as what I am to this camera, and he threw the pool ball clean in her face, in her mouth. Again, teeth everywhere. She went out. Luckily for her, she didn't feel that pain because she went out, and she went down face first on the pool table. Knocked Spark out. Yeah, karma. Again, I don't see why you'd want to be a screw. I don't get it. Anyway.